Yes, Heike, Esther,
Gaan dit, Rudy?
goed en self. Well,
Gaan
and
nie
you?
kla nie.
Esther, is your mic working?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, Esther.
Oh, that's perfect. Thank you so much.
Okay,
Lovely. I'm glad.
let's start one by one. I was asking Heike, well, Heike, how are you?
I'm hanging in there.
I'm glad to hear that. Is hanging in good?
It's not brilliant. My
Hey,
mom's not
is
well, so I've been looking after her for a couple of months now, and it's taking its toll, I can tell you that.
I'm sorry to hear that. It's
so
never a
sorry.
nice situation to be in. My stepdad is in a situation where they've told us to greet him basically 3 times in the last 6 months, and he's been in the hospital a couple of times. So, and then he makes a recovery, but then kind of goes back, not great. And you, Esther?
I'm hanging in there. I'm not too happy. It's month end. We are closing submitting today, and the sales are not good. Did you hear me?
Yeah, I heard
Yep.
you, Esther. Okay. Yeah, month end for you is the 15th, right?
Yeah,
Okay. Okay, good.
close month,
Okay.
and then they check.
Um, we're starting. Okay, it's cool. So it's just the two of us. See you in the room. Just letting them know on the group. Um, cool. Let's hear a bit about homework. Did anyone go through the 100 million rand playbook by chance yet?
Yes,
Yes.
yes. The slides,
Re
yes.
really? And
They are awesome. They are a bit difficult for me there and there, but it means you said I'm flying blind.
yeah, so some context, okay?
Yeah.
A rule of 100, for example, we dealt with yesterday. Um, Heike, a little bit on the group, is typically the reason why you're not successful is you're not doing enough.
Yeah.
I had a consultation with a client this morning. I'm hoping I'll see if she's on this call. So more one-on-one client, but a lot of her problems were solved by simply doing more. Because what usually happens with coaching with me is that you get so many ideas that you just need to implement. And that's the secret, doing more of it. So if the instruction was post on a group, then do a different post every day twice. Oh, and so that's kind of how it works. And if you do that, it automatically just starts multiplying. Adriette, Rita, welcome, welcome. I think we're gonna start. Um, just asking a few questions. Welcome, welcome, Rita. Welcome, Adriette. Okay, so the
Dankie.
goal today is to show you guys how to use my brain optimally. We all know what my brain is. It's not me having a big ego. When I say Rudolph's brain, it's the digital sales guru. So the thing about using AI and specifically this model is the input, right? The prompts and the way to prompt it. It kind of AI many of you are on Stephen and I's webinar weekly, I've noticed. And many of you have written in for his whole product line, and you know how it works. You need to educate AI. Okay, you need to give it a little bit of training. So what I usually do, and guys, feel free to drop, if you have a question or if you're lost somewhere, let me know in the comments. It is quite difficult to kind of work when you can't hear someone else or see someone else. So please let me know. So I'm going to turn on my screen, and I want you guys to let me know when you can see my screen. That good?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So I am working on the digital sales guru. Please let me know in the comments, guys, which LLM or AI source are you using? Is it ChatGPT? Is it Gemini? Using Grok, Claude? Let me know. I'd just like to know what you guys are on.
I'm using ChatGPT, but not optimally.
Okay. ChatGPT. So this is
Yeah.
good. You've all gotten your digital sales guru. Okay, you've moved to Claude this week. Okay, interesting. I would advise using Gemini, but let's work on a real business problem. I'm going to start with someone's business, who's willing to volunteer so that we can work out something different for your business. Who's first? Heike. Okay, I'm gonna do Heike. That's how we learn, guys. It's building a business is the same. There's a recipe. It kind of works any way you do it. That's why guys like Alex Hormozi, his company acquisition.com manages over 100 different businesses. They are extremely different. But when you know that there's a formula to something, it kind of works every time you do it. So, Heike, if I remember correctly, we had a business plan for you that we sat with a while. I think, can you yourself unmute, Heike?
Yep.
You unmute yourself. I'm going to chat to Heike and just take a look at this. You had a website, right?
I had a website, I've got social media, got a newsletter, I publish a blog.
Okay, it's one of two things. Am I right? .com.
Yep, correct. That's
Okay.
it.
So for anyone that doesn't know, Heike is a financial coach. She doesn't give you accounting help. She teaches you more practical things like how to manage a budget, in certain instances. People that go through divorce, for example, how to completely restructure the way that you manage your finances. Or if you have a lost spouse, you've lost your job, you've been retrenched, she teaches you a practical approach to managing your cash flow. So when I do start out, I make sure I brief my digital sales guru. First thing, you go onto ChatGPT, onto your digital sales guru. You ask him, I need you to get to know my business. Here is the website. Okay. And then I want you to, once you've scanned and analyzed the website in detail, I want you to review the profit and scaling blueprint that was designed for my business. Okay, very simple. Would you guys like me to put this prompt on the group so that you can do it with your business? Obviously, you would need to have a
Yes.
website. Yeah. So I'm just going to share it with everyone. Okay. Then I take Heiko's report, which I'm hoping I can get. No, I sent it to you. Heiko, I've also stored it. I just want to find it. So the first thing to note is if you go to the best sales and business growth expert in the country or even in the world, if you only have 5 minutes with them and you cannot tell them what your business is about, what are your problems, who your clients are, how your business works, all of these different things, do you think that their advice is going to help you? Really, really. But if they spend 5 hours getting to know you and your business from start to finish, how much better will your information be? How much better will the advice be? So no matter how good
Yes.
a doctor is,
Mm.
if he doesn't diagnose you and he doesn't analyze and he doesn't test your blood and if he has no framework of reference to operate from, doesn't matter how skilled he is, he's not going to be able to help you. Am I right?
You're right.
So the important thing is you need to train ChatGPT. And the easiest way to do it is to have a document ready and to have a prompt and to make sure it analyzes your website or to have and to feed it materials as you go through it so that it can properly diagnose and assist you. As simple as that. Okay, so I'll share this on the group real quickly. It's an example. Okay, now it's asking for the strategy. Now I say add files. Cool. Great. I've reviewed the profit audit and scaling blueprint for Heiko's business. I'll give you a strategic review first, then we can refine it if needed. I'm going to evaluate it through 4 lenses: positioning, offer design, funnel logic, scale potential. I'll also highlight what is strong, what will break, and what I would improve. Okay, then it gives you a bit of info. Strategic review of your profit, okay? The blueprint correctly identifies your core positioning problem. Right now, the brand speaks to single women, divorced women, engaged couples, okay? Because they also need to figure out, forgot to mention engaged couples, how to properly split and handle their budgets when they kind of get married or whatever the case may be. So because the brand doesn't have an avatar, a unique niche that it's focusing on, it's a bit of a challenge. So it's already identified something that I think I addressed in my report, Heike, which is you need to make sure that you speak to your audience, because the divorced woman seeing an ad is gonna, if she, sorry, not he or she, sees an ad that says single women, or vice versa, let's say single women sees an ad for divorced women, they are not going to click on that because they are not divorced. Do you agree with me?
Yeah.
Because single women see themselves very differently to people that have been divorced. And the first objection that people have when they see an ad, when they see an offer, when a salesman pitches them something. Can anyone tell me what the first objection is that you face?
Like you said in the slides, that is when you put the price first.
No. Price is second, Esther.
Yeah.
The first thing is this correct for me? Before you worry about price, you first need to pinpoint, is
The
this right
pain.
for me? The customer
Yeah.
in their minds, that's the first thing they think. Before they
Yeah.
get to price, remember, because smart
Yeah.
salespeople, what did I tell everyone yesterday? They don't reveal the price. So they're not going to know the price. Yes, they want to ask the price, but before they ask the price,
But it's the second. Is this right for me?
yes,
Is
is
this
this
what
right
I
for me?
want?
Okay. So
I want,
that
yeah.
that's why I don't know if anyone here advertises on social media. Please feel free to let me know if you do. Adriette, I know for a fact, does. But that's
I do.
why when you have a clear call out, Heike and Esther, it gets you more leads. So if I say I am looking for, let's say I'm selling spares. I'm a spare shop. I'm situated in Randburg, for example. If my ad says I'm looking for I'm looking for mechanics in the Randburg area, it's gonna automatically address that issue, you know? Oh, okay. So if I'm a mechanic in Randburg, I know they're speaking to me. So I don't worry, is this correct for me anymore? Right? So that's why my instruction to Heike would be that if you run an ad, you run 3 sets and you split test them.
I'll do that. I've already thought about that as well. It's targeting the ads to the audience.
Absolutely. If your ad says single women, you don't have to go and build 3 websites. Although, honestly, the companies that do well build a landing page for each customer. Because if you think about it, the more a client feels you specialize in exactly their problem, the easier they sign up. The easier they sign up. That's that whole specialist theory, right? You go to a doctor, he's a GP, he knows quite a bit, but he doesn't know everything, because we all know jack of all trades, master of none, but better than master of one. However, if you have a heart problem, you go to a heart surgeon and you let him diagnose you. Am I right, guys?
Yeah.
So the more you can niche, let's say I'm a dentist and someone comes to me and says he needs me to check out his teeth, and then I decide that I'm going to do a root canal because one of his teeth, for example, are rotten. If I tell him that, okay, well, I also studied heart surgery a bit in college, and I noticed that there's something wrong with his heart rhythm. So while I'm putting him under the laughing gas, I'm quickly going to make a small incision in his heart, and I'm just going to check out what's going on with his heart rhythm. Do you think the customer is going to allow me to do that? Okay. So specialist, frame yourself as a specialist. And that's why niching, I spoke about it. I think you've all been in one of my presentations, and I've explained how valuable niching is. I had a chat to Rita. We had a good laugh about these guys, these sangomas that post the pamphlets on these power boxes and robot pulls and so on. So, I mean, lost lover, penis enlargement, it has nothing to do with each other. But the problem is, they think it's good to sell, I can do everything. Meanwhile, when we see someone that tells us you can do everything, what do we think?
You run away.
You run away.
Master of none. You say master of none.
You can't help me find my lost lover, but also help me to lose weight. It just doesn't work well. So when we advertise, we niche, okay? But anyway, we are here to, let's not go too deep into that. It's not a teaching today. This is to show you how to use the GPT. So now it's already giving you a couple of strategies, okay? The two funnel split. Funnel A, women facing divorce, retrenchment. Funnel B, couples preparing for marriage, etc. So it's giving you a little bit of advice. But now it knows your business, it knows your website. So now what do we want to work on? We're working on Heike's business. Heike, you already have some feedback because I've given you this 3 weeks ago. We can now either tell it what we've learned, you decide first, because the better it is briefed, the better the information it's going to give me. Or we can say, Heike, let's see the ads that you've created, let's analyze it, and let's improve it. I'm going to let Heike make the decision.
So I've started making ads, but I wasn't happy with them. So I took a step back. I reviewed my workbook, and I'm building the quiz that we spoke about at the moment. So that the quiz is the free lead magnet. Based on the answer of the quiz, you will then be guided to the 59 Rand workbook.
Okay, cool. So, Heike, before we do that, let's review your ads. You know why? I know everyone here posts on groups or on Facebook or on their statuses. Rita, I know for a fact. Esther, I know. So let's review one of your ads because you weren't happy with them, and let's learn from it. And I'll show you how you get it to improve what it's putting out.
Okay, let me just look for it quickly.
If you can send or WhatsApp me that's great.
Okay.
So, and once you've defined your unique avatar, because the big thing is figuring out who's your avatar and what's my niche, okay? Then you make sure you tailor a product to their needs. Rita has been a long-time client of mine, and we reworked her product to make it workable for Friday Business Club. I'm a good example as well. I reworked, I couldn't go to Friday Club and say I'm selling, an hour for 2,500 Rand. But what I could do, because Alex Hormozi says that you need to make offers so good that people feel stupid saying no to them. So now figure out what you can do. If I'm charging 2,500 Rand an hour, what can I do that still gives me 2,500 Rand an hour, but that works for my audience? We keep going to customers thinking that, listen, we've put so much effort in our product. I've busted my hump, broken my back, and you don't want to buy. What the hell is wrong with you? The problem is what's valuable to you is not necessarily valuable to the customer. Doesn't help you make what is valuable to you and offer it to them. And even though you spent hours and days and years building it, you feel upset that they won't buy from you. It's, you know, you get paid for problems that you solve. So you need to find their problem and provide a solution to their problem. So that's the 3 steps. It's niche. Sorry, it's avatar. Find your customer first. Customer is king. Sorry, niche first for your customer. But it's those 3 things: niche, customer, and tailored product for them. Solution. Okay, cool. So we have a good example of an ad. Let's take a look. Is there an ad description, Heike, on this ad?
I haven't got that far really. I stopped here because I also wasn't clear about the next step. The payment, taking payment and so on wasn't clear in my mind yet. I've sorted that out. Next week I'll build new ads and start publishing.
Well, then it's a good thing we have this this session. So I can already tell you a few things, but maybe we should wait for ChatGPT to tell you. Clarity, very clear. Life turned upside down can be really scroll stopping, does have emotional impact. Great. But all you have to do to make this 10 times better is call out. Trust me on this. Call out. Who is it? If you said divorced women, life turned upside down, Heike, it would come, you would get 10 times more leads than right now, because people are figuring out, what does this mean? Personal finance reset, 1 hour. Shit. Okay, is she an accountant? Okay, first you find your first, get my reset. What does that mean? But when I say divorced women, life turned upside down, get your finance reset. It's, oh, that makes sense, because when I'm divorced, you know, do you see it? There's sometimes, so you probably won't know much about golf. I know Rita played golf before. So the thing with golf is, your club hits a ball at whatever speed per hour, and then 1 single millimeter off actually means that you're hitting the ball into the freaking forest or into the bushes somewhere. 1 millimeter, a fraction of a millimeter can make. So sometimes you just need to tweak what you're doing slightly. And sometimes people just give up before they've tried. So now I'm taking this picture that Heike has. Heike, where did you want to post this picture?
I'd
On a
start
WhatsApp.
with Instagram and Facebook.
Okay. Thanks for the advice. Never forget your manners. I'm kidding. I do sometimes forget, and I sometimes swear at him as well. But I do reassure him that he is on the right path. Thanks for the advice. It seems credible. Okay? Because then later, because you're reassuring him, you'll know that he's not going to forget what he's just given you. If you interrupt him and you tell him that I don't like this advice, he's going to completely rework what he's done. And then he's not going to present the same things to you later on in the chat.
Mm.
Yeah. So scolding him, things like that, it makes a difference. So now I say, listen, thanks for the advice. It seems credible, but I'm working on a Facebook ad specifically. Is this ad going to be paid or sponsored? It's very important.
It'll be paid.
It will be a paid ad. Okay. Paid ad. And what is the call to action? Are we doing a form submission, or are you pushing people through to your landing page. Okay, let's not answer that yet. It should be asking us that, actually. So ask it. Ask me questions if you're unclear about how the ad needs to run. Okay, so that's a visual ad. Do you have a description for it, Heike? Okay, so a good idea would be, it should ask you. Let's see what it says. Good.
Where would I put a description?
So when you go on your ad manager and you schedule a campaign, you upload your image, but you can also upload text.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
No, it's fine. It's clear.
text. Okay, cool. And remember, guys, description is also very important. Who of you are familiar with the Hansel and Gretel pattern? Okay, so I hope we all know the Hansel and Gretel story, but it's the breadcrumb approach. So those of you that don't know this, please make a note. But the audience that we're speaking to on social media, their brains are mush. They spend 2 hours to 3 hours a day on Facebook. What it is doing to your brain is it's overstimulating it. Because if you think about how you used to learn when you were at school, when you were interested in the class that you were learning, or the teacher, or whatever the case may be, you would really focus. When a topic is interesting and you're releasing dopamine and you're excited, you're focusing. Social media is making each and every company and piece of content on Facebook interesting. Otherwise, it needs to keep you hooked like a drug. So your brain is constantly learning. And because it's learning and people don't have enough capacity to take in 3 hours of high intensity learning on so many different scopes and in so many different industries, their brains get exhausted. It is exhausting. So people are becoming stupid. We can't give them too much information on a pamphlet. We can't give them too much information on a website. They're also used to a constant like dopamine pleasure sort of release, because every time they do something, there's a reward. If I'm scrolling, oh, there's new news. It's exciting. So it's making people lazy too. So you have to change the way you advertise. You have to pull them in with a hook. When you fish, you need a hook. So the hook is Heike's ad. But then once you've drawn their attention, then they'll read. The slide just needs to hook them in. It's people scroll and scroll and scroll. Whoops, slide. And the slide needs to be bait that leads them into reading. So then you can have an ad description. That's what a funnel is. Actually want to show you how ad funnel looks, but basically hook them in with breadcrumbs. So we'll see how this looks a little bit later. But anyway, let's hear the feedback. Good. Now we're getting specific. A Facebook ad is a different animal than a funnel plan. So we need to switch into ad phase logic. I'm reviewing the ad you attached as a call traffic Facebook lead ad. So it's decided that it is a specific ad. And that ad is to get customer lead details. Heike, is that what you normally do when you run ads? You want a contact number, you want an email address.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, good. So this is a form ad, okay, which means that you see an ad and then you have an option to apply, to leave your details so that they can contact you. This is a really good way of getting leads in if you have enough time to manage them. Because if you've already isolated the divorced women, we know Heike's clients are divorced women. Do you think a married man in his 60s is going to fill in one of those forms?
Nope.
Now, if we say divorced women in Centurion, that's within her reach. So now she gets a contact number and an email address, meaning that she's speaking to her audience. She's niched down to her audience and she knows their problems, and coincidentally, she solved those three things, right? She's niched, she's drawn in her avatar, and she has a solution to their problem. So now when you speak to 10 people and they tick those three boxes, what do you think are the chances that they will take up your product?
Much better than the 60-year-old man.
And that's the thing. When you advertise, you want to qualify your customers. Because if you phone 10 random people, or you post on, let's use Friday Business Club as an example, post on that group, there's a 60-year-old old man, there's a, there's so many different people. They're seeing your ad, but it's not your audience. So 10 people on there out of the 100 people is your audience. How many of them do you think see your ad? Half of them are busy. But go and advertise on a group. I could try and find a group of divorced women. How many leads do you think you're going to get if you post this on a group like that?
Yeah, plenty. I think so.
Exactly. And when you do a paid campaign, I'm sure, Heike, there's a reason why you're doing this. It's because you've tried it before. It maybe works. Facebook doesn't show your ad to 60-year-old men that have been married for the last 50 years and are happy. It shows your ad to people that click, to people that engage. So you tend to go and get, I don't know, 10 Rand a lead. The better your ad, Heike, if you do it right, Facebook will probably charge you 5 or 10 Rand a lead. And you can actually, I mean, what is your product? So it's $500 a consultation, somewhere there. Do I remember correctly? No, 950. Sorry, it was 950, I think.
Well, it varies. It's 750 for a full hour. So
Yeah. So then paying whatever for a lead is fine, because you're selling to your audience. The problem is when we start selling to people that aren't our audience, don't have the problems that we solve, then it's a problem. But anyway, okay. So this is the feedback it's giving us. So life turned upside down. Find your first 1,000 Rand in 60 minutes. 1 hour personal finance reset. Price, get my reset. What's working? People trust people. This increases. What's CTR? Cost. This something in, I can't remember. Clear monetary benefit. Find 1,000 Rand is tangible. I just want to take a look, but this isn't. Find your first 1,000 Rand in 60 minutes. Low prices, 59 Rand reduces friction. Short message, good for mobile scoring. The one major weakness, right now, the ad doesn't target a specific pain. Life turned upside down is too vague. What did I say, guys? It's too vague, right? So cold Facebook users need to instantly think, this is for me. Do you see what's Reddy's brain? Because you have access to my brain 24/7, plus it's supercharged, it's AI. You just need to use it and know how to prompt it and input it, okay? So examples of specific triggers is divorce. I said divorce already. Retrenchment, school fee stress, debt spiral, living month to month. So your blueprint already identified your strongest hook. Divorce plus retrenchment story, okay? So that specifically will increase your click-through rates dramatically. The second issue, the hook is too polite. Life turned upside down is gentle, but Facebook ads need pattern interrupts. In speaking about pattern interrupts, examples that outperform polite hooks are: divorce just destroyed your finances. Retrenched and don't know where to start. School fees broke your budget again. I mean, those things are, put yourself in that situation. Those of you that have kids in school, when you see that, you will react. You're a divorced parent. You have kids in school, and their school fees broke your budget. That triggers pain, because people will only do something if it is to avoid pain or to gain pleasure. So when you do press on an area that there's pain, we call this agitation in marketing. It does move people to take action, right? So yeah, anyway, third issue, the R1,000 claim needs context, okay? Find R1,000 in 60 minutes is strong, but some people will think, this sounds like a scam. A small credibility anchor fixes this. Find your first R1,000 hiding in your current budget.
That makes more sense.
A lot more sense. And I wish I could tested this, because I'm going to say confidently, if you posted it the way you did, Heike, you would have gotten no leads. But if you implement these changes, you will get multiple leads, depending on who you show it to. So because it's a paid ad, Facebook's going to kind of make sure it shows it to the clients that you are targeting. It learns, has an algorithm, and it kind of learns. Put it on a Friday Business Club group, maybe. They are, you know, if there's a few on there, yes, it will generate leads. But I'm telling you, these changes will make a difference. So now the visual impact. The image itself is good, but 2 tweaks would increase performance. One, bigger hook. Right now, the face dominates. The hook should dominate. Highlight the R1,000. Numbers attract attention. Example, visual hierarchy. Top, big hook. Middle, R1,000 promise. Bottom, R59 badge. My improved version of your ad. Life after divorce is expensive. Wow. Calls the person out. So you are calling the person out, but you're also mentioning a pain point. So you're tying it to pain. You will get a much higher engagement rate. Find your first R1,000 hidden in your budget. 1 hour money reset. Call to action. Get my reset, R59. Same as structure, but much stronger emotional targeting. Okay. Now, most people stop here, guys. This is the difference between good and great. Okay. If you want to be great, you're going to have to ask AI to improve this and to review this. So I'm just going to ask it something like, okay, please review your final result and score it to see if there is any way to increase impact This is exactly how high-performing ads are built. Create, audit, improve, repeat, then test, and then based off of your testing, improve. Okay, so I'm going to score the improved ad version I proposed, not your original, so we can see if there's still room to increase impact. Here is the ad evaluated. Life after divorce is expensive. Find your first R1,000 hidden in your budget. Offer 1 hour money reset. Call to action. Get my reset, 59 Rand. Ad impact scored 7 out of 10. Life after divorce is expensive, is clear and targeted, but high-performing Facebook ads usually trigger curiosity or tension. Example, divorce is expensive, is informative. But divorce doesn't break hearts, it breaks finances too, creates emotional friction. It's interesting. Wow, divorce doesn't just break hearts, it breaks finances too. It's a cool spin. It's catchy. It's engaging. Feels like you're reading a freaking story. You are completely, as you read, oh, you're impressed. It's creating a specific feeling and it's creating emotional friction and it's agitating the customer. So this will increase the scroll stop rate. Emotional connection. This ad now clearly speaks to a specific life situation, which is good. But you have an unfair advantage most marketers don't have. Your real story. Story drastically increases trust and engagement. For example, in 1 year, I lost my job and my marriage. That line alone can outperform most financial ads. The only reason, so that's true. That's true. That's, Aika, if I may, I don't know if that's something that you would be keen on sharing, but it is part of your business and how you market, right? It's that
Yeah, I wouldn't mind sharing that.
you experience that. People that relate to it will love it. So it is giving you a few angles on how to improve, right?
But
Find
Rudy,
1,000.
Rudy,
Yeah.
Rudy, in that advert, where would you place that line that says, I experienced divorce and something, that line that they came up with?
It
Where
would
would you?
probably be the hook.
Okay.
Well, it's already giving you one, but it's going to create it for me, right? So I'm going to ask it for advice, which is great.
Okay.
But obviously, it depends on how much you want to put on the slide itself. But the best thing is to ask it because it thinks like me and it's trained on the 6 people that are the most successful with this type of thing. So it's going to give you good advice. So one thing I want to check before we finish this further. So now it's asking you something. Is this ad intended to run as a static image ad or a short video ad? Because if you turn this into a 20-second story video, the performance could easily be 2 to 4 times higher than the image ad. Aika, there's a company called HeyGen or a website called HeyGen. Check it out. You give it an image, it turns it into a 10-second video slide. Really cool. It's like you
How do you
use
spell that?
Canva.
How do you spell that?
HeyGen. HeyGen. Check it
Okay.
out. But anyway, I'm going to say single hook slide with text description. Okay, now it's going to take that information, process it. A single hook slide plus text description is the correct structure for a Facebook ad. Keeps the image clean and lets the copy do the persuasion. So let's optimize both parts. Hook slide audit your image. Your slide currently says life turned upside down. Find your first 1,000 Rand in 60 minutes. Okay, get my reset. Okay. Improved would be instead of life turned upside down, use lost control of your money. Then keep the rest. full slide text. Lost control of your money. Find your first R1,000 in 60 minutes. Get my research, 59 Rand. Okay. Then on the Facebook ad description, this is where the sale happens. Most ads fail because the description is weak. Here is a high converting version of an ad description. And then they've gone and kind of, yeah. And it's using the Hansel and Gretel approach already, because you're calling people out on the visual ad image. Sometimes life hits hard. Divorce, retrenchment, unexpected bills. Suddenly the money that used to work stops working. That's exactly what happened to me. In the same year, I lost my job and my marriage. I had to rebuild everything. That experience led me to create a simple 1-hour money reset that helps women find their first R1,000 hiding in their budget. No complicated spreadsheets, no financial jargon, just a practical reset that you can do in an hour. How cool is that?
Yeah, that's very good.
Yeah. Okay. So just remember, you give it, it's like a child. You give it instructions. It will only follow those instructions. Think about how your child has messed something up because you weren't clear enough. You need to be very specific. So now it has made it a general ad. Heike, did you notice? So it's not just focusing on divorce, it's trying to create one for all. So now you basically need to kind of tell it to niche in divorce. You want to create one for divorce. I want to create one specifically for divorce. One specifically for divorce. So you want to niche down. But I mean, for the purpose of this exercise, I'm not going to do that. It's given me a good strategy. It's given me some good, a good ad description to work with. Now I'm just going to tell it, listen, I need you to create a prompt for me that will perfectly render, let's say generate this ad using a framework friendly to Nano Banana Pro 2.0. I'm going to share this on the group too, don't worry.
Okay.
You need to give it a framework. So I am giving you an example of a framework for an ad visual prompt that generated perfectly. Okay, so I have, and you need to be very specific. You need to use those guidelines, not the products. Otherwise, it sometimes takes what's on the product and it completely mixes it with what has already, with Heike's previous ad, and then it's a bit of a shit show. Okay, so I'm gonna put the example on the group too. If it has an example, it won't change the way it generates. That is an example of how a proper visual gets generated. Very specific, your wording, translation, da. The key is to maintain these things. A clear spatial mapping, large mobile first typography, clean 3-zone hierarchy, dramatic but trustworthy aesthetic, separate text blocks. So all you need to basically do now is every time you ask it for a prompt, don't just tell it to render. Get the prompt right first. Then it's not going to, because it makes us stuff up 1,000 times. Most people I train struggle with this because they'll say generate and then, oh, this is wrong, this is wrong, this is wrong. You need to fix the prompt. The prompt is the instruction. So now it's done. It's created a clear prompt. This is the visual prompt. So I can copy and paste this into Nana, Banana, or whatever. We can actually just copy and paste it here into ChatGPT. Just ask it to generate. Okay, I think it now analyzed it. So let's just say generate for me. If you want, you can take this, copy it from this chat and literally just go and copy it into another conversation so it doesn't get confused. Now it's going to generate it. Let's see what we come out with. So, yeah, it gets confused. So copy this, open a new chat, or open it somewhere else. Just paste it in there. Because we've done a lot of chatting. So it has and gets confused quite a bit. The idea of that chat was not, was kind of to get the strategy right. So if you struggle rendering images, you open up a new chat. And then you take a picture of Heike. Well, this is the ad, sorry. Yeah, no, it was right. Find your first 1,000 Rand in 60 minutes. Okay, that it is the ad. Sorry, I thought it looked the same as the one before. Yeah. And then you ask it, why did you use the same life turned upside down line? So what it
Rudy,
did,
I have a fairly hard stop at 1:15.
okay, so I will send you this. I think everyone has a hard stop. I just want to show you guys. If you do have a choice, try and use Gemini.
Okay.
Try and use Gemini. Claude is okay. Gemini also offers a 1-month free trial. Just take a look at it. ChatGPT is a little bit difficult with the image rendering.
Yes.
But what is wrong here is it redid the initial prompt. So all you have to do now
Okay.
is to ask it to use a prompt for the new ad strategy that you proposed. And then it's going to, I thought we were using the new ad strategy. You redid the render from scratch. But okay, I'm going to finish this up and then I'll post a few ideas on the group, guys.
Okay.
Okay.
Perfect.
I'm also going to let you know there is a way to join these sessions weekly. Okay, if you
Okay.
are interested, there's an offer that I'm going to be putting on the group so that you get to join these sessions weekly. Okay, cool. Is there any questions before we go off? Heike, you're welcome to go if you need to go.
No, thank you very much, Rudy. It was insightful.
Our entire review seems was ignored. So now redo the prompt with the new strategy.
Mm.
The other thing is, because you have an ad description, you can use life turned upside down because the ad description does the call out. Because it says divorced, it does say retrenched. So you are filtering your clients. Yeah.
And when I'm selecting my audience, I could select those two groups as well in the ad selection.
Yes. Yeah. So now it's gone and changed the hook. So I basically told it, why did you use the same life turned upside down line? I thought we're using the new ad strategy. You redid the render from scratch. Our entire review seems was ignored. Redo the prompt with the new ad strategy. So now it's just picking those up, specific pay. And now if you went on with this, Heike, you could just generate one after the other. One for divorced women, one for retrenchment, one for married couples, and then you can use different angles. There's a new different line. Look how easy this was. It becomes a lot easier to change and to improve and. Cool.
All good.
Okay, thank you everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Take care.
Thank you for your time. Okay, cool. Ciao everyone.
Bye.
So when is your next session?
Well, that's the thing. This weekly session is for people on my silver package. I don't usually, I think I might have an offer. This is it. So the way that I'm taking on people at the moment, I do it once a month. So this includes weekly mastermind clinics. It's typically also includes my Rainmaker sales conversion vault. It includes the syndicate network. Some of you are already on this, the WhatsApp group. You already had a session with me, and you have access to my digital sales guru. So this is for people that take the offer from scratch. It's $950 a month, or it's $3,995 cash. Then you can join these weekly sessions every single week. Okay. I just did a demonstration to show you guys how it works. And then you go and join a group of students with 5 to 10. We work on problems together. And if we stick to Friday Business Club, then we will work with the group like that. And every week we change. If we focused on Heike last week, this week, Esther, we focus on you. Next week, we focus on someone else. And because you're already paying 500 a month, all you need to do is to upgrade. So you don't have to pay an extra $950 a month. You just upgrade to the $950 package. But I will put the offer on the group for anyone that asks. Okay.
And then that offer that I took, it was what? 3,997.
The offer that you took before.
Yeah. It was to 10x as well.
Yes, but that was the bronze. It was this offer. Just gonna check. See, it was this one. So it did not include
the one that you presented at
yeah. Can you see
Friday
my
Club.
screen?
Yeah, I can.
Yeah, it was this one. So this is the bronze package. It's also 10x growth protocol.
Yeah.
It includes one session with me. It includes your one-on-one strategy session, as I've said, profit model and audit roadmap, which I've already done for you. It includes the Digital Sales Guru 2.0, Custom GPT, and it includes the WhatsApp Inner Circle. So to upgrade, it's most of the products is the same. What you get extra now, if you take this package upgrade, is because remember, I'm not asking you to pay it afresh. I'm saying, listen, upgrade. You're already paying 500. We just do a migration to 950. We cancel the 500. We make it 950. Then you also get these free mastermind clinics. Once a week, we do what we did today. That's basically it.
And for how many months, Rudy?
It's 6 months. So it's a total of 24 sessions. It's 6 months, yeah. But by the
But
end of the 6 months, we will obviously offer something else, because the idea is to keep a client on a lifetime basis. And to grow you as your company grows, as you see results. Sorry, it's unfortunate Corinne didn't join today because she's already doubled the amount of customers she's been getting weekly. I think she signed up with, she didn't. She signed up on the 16th of Jan. But anyway, it's no pressure. I think the offer, it does expire somewhere today. But I'll put it on the group. Don't worry, Esther.
But Rudy, I just want to understand. Remember that day at the Friday Club? It
Yes.
was how much? You said if you pay 1,000 rand now, and then the balance you can pay after you have made the offer. But it wasn't this. It was how much was it?
Okay, so
Yeah,
3,997.
just this. Yes. And then you pay
Yeah.
1,000, and then the balance you said you can pay once you have made the 10x or 5x, or as we would agree. So how far are we with that?
So
Because
you've
so
already
here,
paid
I've
500. So the 1,000 rand
yeah.
was off, and then it's 3,000 rand balance paid over 6 months.
The 1,000 rands was from 3,997.
No, so yes, you paid 1,000 deposit
Yes,
and you paid 500 last month.
yes.
So your balance is left with 2.5.
Okay, yes.
And it goes off from your card once a month. So last month we collected the first 500.
Okay.
And then we
But
will
was it automatic, or I had to pay?
No, it will go off automatically. Yeah.
All right. Now
Yeah.
you are saying, because now that offer that you say now, it's also 3,997.
Well, that's only if you pay cash, right?
Say,
So this is if you pay once off cash, or it's 950 per month for 6 months.
but what about now the balance that I have? I have 2,000, then we completely move 0.5. We just now go on to the new 3,997. How does the
Yeah. So
how
it's
do we
basically
transition?
it's basically this. Remember, if you take the 950 and you times it by, let me show you, 6, you get 5.7 if you do it monthly. Okay. But if you buy cash, it's 3,997, eh? So let's say you wanted to take this package cash. All you had to do was we minus the 1.5 that you've already paid. You simply pay the balance, which is 2,497. Then I upgrade you to this package.
Then I'm done. I don't owe you anything. There's
Well,
no 950.
then there's no 950 out.
But then I'll be with you for 6 months, and I'll see
Yeah.
difference.
Yes, yes. Then we do these sessions every week. Or alternatively, it's 500 per month. You're left with 5 months. So we just make it 6 months and we make it 950. So the difference is a little bit extra from 550 to 950 for 6
No,
months.
let's work with that one. You minus this 39950 minus 1, you said 1.5.
You want to do it cash. Okay, yeah, that's fine. It's 3997 minus the 1.5 you've already paid. 2497, then we're done, yes.
Okay, you can send me the account. Let's see if this will work, because really I'm interested in working. I'm losing money and then I don't see result. But I know that I'm a bit slow as well. You had said you'll visit my shop.
I still owe you a visit, yes. Esther, I will make sure once, I will definitely make sure. And we need to, yeah, but
Because I really need to move, and I'm not in the week of the 24th until the 31st. I'm trying a new market. I want to go to Togo because I think they need, I asked them to try and gather people, and then we do the advert, and then I've got connections. I'm seeing other people are wanting to call from Benin and others who say they've got people in Togo that they could send there. Because I've got 3 people or 4 people there. They were working, but I don't know what happened. The other one fell sick. I think their leader fell sick and do much. So I just want to revive that market.
where is Togo?
Togo is just below Ghana, West Africa.
Okay, okay, sure. I'm sure there's a lot of opportunity. Okay, so Esther, let's make a plan for next week. I need to visit you then before you go. You're going when? The 22nd.
24th.
Let's look at my calendar. The 24th.
Because if I can get a very good, if I can get a very good Rudo a flyer,
Yeah,
but I will convert. I have to convert it into French, and then I boost it next. I'll have
yeah,
a lot of people, but it has to be a selling flyer.
yeah. So the ad spend in Facebook in Ghana is cheap, né? It's cheaper than South Africa.
I'm going to Togo, but I'm gonna
Uh,
boost it here. Remember, I boost on my Facebook
oh
here,
yeah, yeah, and you can
but
target that area.
the region. Yes, the
Yes,
region is Togo, but
yeah.
I'm gonna have to convert it to French.
So can I come and visit you
So,
Wednesday morning, the 18th?
okay. Yeah, because I've
I
got
can do
appointment on Tuesday.
Okay, let's do Tuesday morning at 10 o'clock.
Tuesday morning, I'm seeing Alza at 10.
What time?
10.
At 10 o'clock. Okay,
Yeah, I've got coffee with Alza.
let's try Thursday. How do you feel
Yes.
over
What time?
9:30?
Send me the account. Let me pay that 2,500.
Okay, welcome aboard, Esther.
Because,
Let's
you know, desperate. I'm desperate. I want this to work. Now, because we have everything by the 14th. And now the sales. Oh, Jesus, help me. Hey, yeah, yeah, it's not good. Eh? Yeah, all right.
address again. I just need to make sure I put the location in.
It's 196 Springbok.
Oh, I remember. Did you
Next to Alma's Saloon. Alma is a very old saloon here.
Springbok?
Alma's Salon. Yeah, Springbok. 196.
Mm.
And your meetings are not in the evening because the 7 p.m. seems to be a bit of a problem. Today was suitable for me. Friday, this midday is suitable.
Yeah, so I typically do them during the day.
Okay. All
You
right.
say it's 192.
196.
196.
196.
Okay.
6.
196 Springbok.
Yeah. Yes. Via
Okay.
the park.
Okay.
All right.
Your email gaboester2@gmail.com.
Yeah.
Okay. 9:30. Okay. And Thursday at 9 o'clock.
Fantastic.
Office. One-on-one business assessment. Cool. Esther, I'm sending it to you. Let me know if you received it. I will send you a link to make that payment. Okay.
Okay, dear.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Rudy.
Pleasure. Okay,
All the
bye-bye.
best.
You too. Bye-bye.